I was thinking about this, and I'm gonna try to keep this short. Tim, this is just my opinion. There's a difference if you have a device and somebody else like set it up for you, or basically they do all the little setups for you and you do it yourself. To me, I just think that's a difference. To me, it comes to like with an accomplishment of setting something up. I think I'm doing really good with this handheld. I've been really enjoying it, and I feel that the fact is that it was just missing something. So I just like, because I'm gaming, but I was like, wait a minute, I am missing like a really good, like, I don't know if you want to call it platform or whatever you want to call it, because I got Steam, but I needed to make sure that I have my other spot where I do have my games at, and I am missing my GOG and Epic Games. All right, so I guess I have to just kind of set that up. So I need Heroic. Let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Let me pause and make this clear. This is not a how-to or tutorial video. It's up to you if you want to follow along. I make mistakes, and there is far better videos out there that can explain and break it down better than me. This is what I'm doing. I'm quite sure you guys might have better or even quicker ways of doing this. And if so, please explain in the comments. My goal for us is to all help each other, and myself included. Thank you for your help, and let's begin. Okay, I'm gonna try to fly right through this. Okay, now that I'm on Steam, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to desktop. Go ahead and power it and then switch to desktop. Once you're on desktop, you're gonna get this little icon down here, and then you're just gonna type in discover. And that way you're gonna go to this little store. You're gonna type in Heroic. Type in Heroic, press return, and then bam. Little thing with the shield on it. We know what to do. Let's go ahead and hit that arrow and then download it. Once it installs, go ahead and hit the little image thing down here and go to games. And you should be able to see the Heroic. Right click, and we're just gonna go ahead and add it to desktop. You can click on that if you want to and just open it up from there, but I want to add it to desktop. Okay, once we do that, we're just gonna double click that and then get started. Okay, once we're up in here, it might ask you a little questions and want to take all your information. You don't want that, so we're gonna go ahead and just disable that, and then we're just gonna go into log in. Okay, you want to log in. And I'm going to go ahead and sign into my Epic Games, and I'm going to sign into GOG. You can sign into Amazon if you want to, because there do be free games and stuff like that. So you can sign into there. I'll probably sign into it later. But for right now, I'm just going to sign into these two. Okay, so all my games are right here that I purchased. Like most of my games I do buy, like I go to GOG, I do buy games from GOG. Epic, I usually get a lot of games for free on there. So I like to have Epic on here. But there's a one title that I do wanted to play on this handheld, and that's Cyberpunk, which is under my GOG. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and then I'm just gonna download it. Now you could, when you download your games, you have your own preference where you want to put it at. Me, like, I'm gonna download that to the internal, and then I got a couple other games I do want to put those into the SD card. Once you get through with that, you want to close everything out and add the icon to Steam. Okay, don't forget that. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and just test out the game before we go back to the game launcher. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and just launch it so it can install all the little stuff that it needs to install, like C++, if there's wine, updates, all that good stuff. I want to make sure all that stuff is installed before I go back to my desktop. Okay, now in this case, it's going to ask me to sign up in the CD Projekt Red. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and start the game. As you notice, the frame rate's going to be a little slow. I have to fix it once I go up inside the game mode. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and start the game, but I'm just going to exit out because I don't want to play the game in desktop mode. You could check all this and make sure your stuff is synced and stuff like that, which I probably have to sync my stuff later. I'm gonna test out these other three games, and then I want to make sure all the stuff is installed, all the good stuff, just making sure that it needs any other updates that it needs to do. I'm gonna go ahead and install it and test out before I go back. Okay, I'm gonna try to do all these really quick, and not only that, I can just make sure that they work. After you get through, just go ahead and go back to your game launcher, and if you notice, if you like the way this game launcher looks, I do have videos on here when it comes to Decky Loader, and it'll show you how to do it. Okay, but in this case, we're gonna go all the way down to Heroic's game launcher, and notice I haven't put a face on it yet. I'm probably gonna do that later, and then we're just gonna go ahead and just start it right now. As of right now, I just want to go ahead and test out Cyberpunk. and then I'm gonna launch it. See how it's the same thing that was on the desktop, but now it's on the thing. So same thing, it's just asking me, you know, just going through the CD Projekt Red, and then now I'm in the game. Now what I did, I had end up fine tuning some things by turning out resolution and stuff like that, so that way it can go ahead and play normally. As you can see, it's on my launcher, it's inside my Steam library, and this is amazing. If you want to go ahead and play GOG games and your Epic games, there you go. The Heroic is the best way to go. I mean, it's simple and it's been out for a while, so it's pretty trustworthy. Look at me, I'm just running into everything. So with that being said, I'm gonna be out, all right? Because I just definitely I have to sync my my saves and stuff like that with this. So I'm probably just gonna be doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tamper with this and just playing around. And from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.